job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
Why would I hold him out for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems open.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. In motion right is Tony. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Omaha! Sit up! 11-11.
Here's Jones on first down. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jones looking to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better? Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it en route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Kansas City.
at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Off the play fake, Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go, get set. Here we go, 11. Hi.
Now Jones to throw on second down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Gibbs straight ahead. There he goes left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And some room to work. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Jones now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Mahomes now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll try and run with Pacheco. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick is right there. It's good, So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Shifts by him. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, get set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 11.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. A little juke, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Touchdown! Kadarius Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Here is 3rd and 5.
21, 12.
Now Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers Packers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
11.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones has got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Williams is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Riley Patterson down for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Chiefs 38, Lions 7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into fourth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. Dances by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 3rd and 6.
11.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Now look out. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Kansas City, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.